The sentencing to death of Mrs. Elizebeth Mundi, Regina. Fellow Ambazonians, will not all be witness for the time for 2018, where all Ambazonian citizens them for all across the territory, from the Savannah states to the Atlantic states, they will march go for their phones palace. They will also march go for the representative them, the senator, the parliamentarians them at that time. They will give them one message. May we now withdraw from La Republique, their parliament and their legislature. No to political participation. So that may we separate. As they began talk and so for all man, some individual them, where they no be one for withdraw, because they need to represent their population, the one for chop their money, the one for secure place where they take money for La Republique, they began move into exile, then go shit on them for La Republique. La Republique, they use these people for show the world, say we still there together. Say some of our people, then they sit there for they say they represent now we. Mrs Mundi, now one of those people them. They need to represent the people, but they use them for justify Cameroon continual present for our territory and the war way Cameroon did carry on for our territory. We will finally catch them. Regina Mundi, now the biggest representative for Mr. Pobia for inside the Savannah state. They ran sentence for die for the military tribunal for the Ambazonia Defense Forces because he be guilty. Say now that they go make Cameroon be able for lie say Ambazonia them still want for deal with them. Now that they go make Cameroon they show the war so we'll give people them where they represent our territory for inside them. Now them the rubber stamp approve all the policy them and law them for anti-terrorism. We probably they then take them for begin kill our people and for justify genocide for inside Ambazonia. Make una listen for the chairman for the Ambazonia War Council as it is declared the verdict where it then be reached for a military tribunal held for ground zero. Make una listen.
I, Madame Regina Mundi, an Ambazonia by birth and nationality.
She rubber stamps. She is a face of genocide. One of those who stands for the legitimacy, for the right of La République du Cameroon to burn hundreds of villages in Ambazonia.
Now the woman, they represent La République. Now they don't agree anything when La République they talk for that their parliament. The woman, now he be the face so for La République, their war crime for Ambazonia. Now he stand for La République, their right for burn over hundreds of villages for inside Ambazonia.
For the war of extermination that they are persecuting in our land.
For the war when for kill all man be their goal, where La République it carry them on for inside our land.
For the death today of Commander Forrest of our Bamenda Brigade, of Commander RP, of Commander Lucky, of the General Ivos, of the General Guignams, of the hundreds and hundreds of Ambazonians that have been summarily executed. She is the face.
For the killing of today, we happened today with the key Commander Forrest for inside Bamenda Brigade. For the killing of RP, the killing of Commander Lucky, the killing also for General Mba Ivor, the killing of General Guignam. All the hundreds of people the way they don't kill them for La République, where they don't kill them, where they no carry them go for court. The woman Nai represent the face for that La République du Cameroon where they do these things them. Nai, the woman be the face for La République.
Mrs. Regina Mundi, based on all her crimes for aiding and abetting the enemy, providing a legitimate cover for acts of war and terrorism against the people of Ambazonia, for undermining the war effort by creating the atmosphere of illegitimacy.
Mrs. Mundi, for help and also for support the enemy during time for war. For make them may be possible for La République for hide, for create this idea say the work of fighting terrorism against Ambazonia. For try for make them for reduce the way Ambazonian they fight war. And also for create some atmosphere where people go feel say Ambazonia it not been the right thing. And for try for disturb Ambazonian them for fight war.
of the Ambazonian cause by calling into question any right to life, any right to self-determination of the Ambazonian people.
Because the action them for this woman, it don't make and people they question whether Ambazonia even get right for self-determination. They even question whether Ambazonia themselves then get right for leave.
For her work as a spy of La République du Cameroon, creating a network of informants within our community that she funds.
For he work, where he work like a spy for La République, that means he give information like black leg. And he also he don't make plenty connection for plenty people them inside our community them for inside Ambazonia, where they go to work like spy, like black leg for La République du Cameroon.
With money through the regime in Yaoundé, through her patron, the genocidaire Mr. Paul Bian Bin Vodo in Yaoundé. The funding of this network of spies and informants in her land that she serviced.
For begin channel take money for La République du Cameroon. For begin sponsor this connection for people then we don't get them like spy them for inside our community. For begin help be boss when Mr. Paul Biabi Vondo na the president for La République. Where they take money for ye can pass them through this network them. When the woman create them na he sponsor them for help La République for fight the war against our own people. He own people
that
them too.
That has caused untold death in our communities. That have singled out those in opposition to her and the war in Cameroon for summary execution, the burning of their homes, the destruction of their properties.
This war for help the war cost so many people that dead, so many people that die for inside our country. This woman it be the help La République for time, for cash the people then where they need to support this war where La République it carry them out inside our community. For begin point them out, meet them, catch them or kill them where they not even arrest them or for put them for true tribunal.
For all of these crimes and more, Mrs. Regina Mundi was condemned to death.
For all these crime them, who would name them so and plenty more, Mrs. Regina Elizebeth Mundi, it be condemned to death
by a military tribunal of Ambazonia.
By Ambazonian, a military court, way therefore inside Ambazonia.
At this moment, I inform the president of the Ambazonian Governing Council.
Now so, I don't inform the president for the Ambazonian Governing Council about this decision.
The leader of this revolution, her fate now lies in his hands.
Adam tell the leader for the war for liberation, for the decision for sentence the woman for death. Now the woman is alive now, it na for his hand.
But let me be clear. Let me be crystal clear.
Make her be very, very clear. Make me be very, very clear.
Mrs. Mundi has already been moved twice.
We done already moved Mrs. Mundi for place where they 2 times.
There is a limit to the Ambazonian Defense Forces putting its forces at risk for a traitor like Mrs. Mundi.
Some limit a day for our forces, then for the Ambazonian Defense Forces, ADF, for beginning risk their life, for beginning to work one place to another with their life for this Mrs. Mundi. Now they end that for the sentencing of a genocidal enabler. Make this news go for all enabler them where they see worker for our land.